Welcome to CINEPRO, where we bring your favorite movies back to life with quick recaps, hidden details, and everything you missed. The movie starts with Jackson, who is entering his house, talking to his friend on the phone, telling him not to be late for their baseball match at night. Then he tells Jackson to take a nap for a bit and ends the call, setting his alarm to wake up on time. So far, everything is fine. The problem is that things go wrong. He falls asleep against his will, wakes up late, misses the match, and finds that his phone is not next to him, which is why he didn't hear the alarm. He goes out to look for it and is surprised to find the door of the house open. When he goes outside, he finds his car missing. Jackson gets really anxious, rushes back inside, locks all the doors, and then notices that there are pictures of him and his classmate Caleb from school hanging all over the house. At that moment, he starts suspecting someone is inside the house with him. He grabs a baseball bat to defend himself and searches the entire house. Suddenly, his friend is attacked by a man wearing a mask that looks exactly like Jackson's face. The man stabs Jackson in the leg, knocking him to the ground. Jackson begs him not to kill him and tries to convince him that what happened to Caleb was just a misunderstanding. But the masked man coldly finishes him off, killing Jackson. At the same time, Jackson's family is at the baseball stadium watching their son's match. They keep calling him when they notice he's not there, surprised since it's the first time Jackson has ever been late for a match. Suddenly, a video of Jackson appears, showing him hitting Caleb, and everyone in the stadium sees it. Days pass, and now the students at school suspect Caleb of killing Jackson and start avoiding and gossiping about him. They think this because Jackson was fighting with him in the video, so it looks like Caleb wanted to get revenge. Now there's a group of friends at school: Makani, Rodrigo, Zach, Darby, and Alex, who feel sorry for Caleb and let him eat with them. Makani feels bad for Caleb because he's being bullied by everyone, so she asks him to sit with her and gets to know him. Then a girl named Katie enters and mocks Darby and Caleb, but they ignore her and leave. They all get into Zach's car, have fun together, and Makani thanks them for letting Caleb join them, just like they did for her when she first came to school and was bullied. At night, Makani has dinner with her grandmother, who tells her she has an appointment at a clinic, reassuring Makani that she's fine. Makani goes to her room and receives a message from her school friend Ollie, but she doesn't reply. We learn that she and Ollie were in a relationship for a while but broke up, and she hadn't told any of her friends about it. Makani wakes up in the middle of the night and finds her grandmother is gone again, but this time she finds all the doors left open. She looks for her grandmother until she finds her and goes back to her room. The next day, Makani is at church for Jackson's funeral. She talks to someone she thinks is her friend Marcus because she sees him, but after a while he disappears in front of her. She calls Marcus and is surprised when he tells her he didn't come to church because he was sick, so she realizes she wasn't talking to Marcus and gets anxious. Suddenly, the killer appears behind Katie, also wearing a mask that looks like her face. Katie tries to run away from the killer, but he catches up to her and stabs her in the stomach, killing her as well. At the same time, a recording plays in the church of Katie bullying people and admitting to being racist. Then, the people attending Jackson's funeral are shocked to find Katie's body hanging inside the church, and panic spreads throughout the town because the killer is still at large. The next day, the police interrogate all the students except Zach, because his father is very rich and influential and has scammed most of the town's residents, so everyone in town hates him. This affects Zach at school because his classmates don't like him and bully him. Zach leaves the police station and meets his father, who scolds him for being a failure. Their relationship is clearly tense. After that, only Makani and Ollie are left to be questioned. Ollie is the brother of the police officer interrogating them. After the interrogation, Makani and Ollie go out together, reminiscing about their good times when they were dating. Then they meet their school friends, who tell them they're going to Zach's house for a party. Makani and Ollie go to the party, and when they arrive, Makani sits with her friends and leaves Ollie alone because she doesn't want anyone to know about their relationship. Zach announces that the party is a secrets party, where everyone has to confess a secret they've been hiding. Each person starts confessing, like Darby, who admits she got into the university she always wanted. Unlike Zach, who confesses he won't graduate this year, Rodrigo and Alex confess that they in love from a long time ago. Only Makani left, which says that she writes poetry. After that, they all enjoy the party until a message is sent to all guests on their phones that Rodrigo is a drug addict. Suddenly, all the lights go out, and the killer arrives at the party to target Rodrigo, wearing a mask that looks exactly like Rodrigo's face. Everyone panics and runs from Zach's house. At the same time, Rodrigo tries to escape, but the killer catches him, electrocutes him, and finishes him off with a knife. After that, the school is closed for a month because of the ongoing murders. When it reopens, the students try to return to normal life, except for Makani's group, who are still grieving Rodrigo's death. Alex is convinced that Ollie is the killer because he's not social, has no friends, and has been mentally unstable since his entire family committed suicide. Plus, his brother is a police officer, so she suspects he got the taser used to kill Rodrigo from him. Makani defends Ollie until they all argue and she leaves. Makani returns home and meets her grandmother, who tells her she's going to the clinic and will be staying there for a while. She tells Makani to stay with Alex so she's not alone, but Makani doesn't go because they're fighting. The next day, Ollie visits Makani at home, and they go out together. While talking, Makani is shocked when she sees a taser in Ollie's car. Ollie tells her he knows everything about her and her past, which makes her very nervous and suspicious of him, so she leaves him and goes home alone. When she returns home, she becomes very scared, locks all the doors, and keeps her knife next to the stairs to protect herself in case of an attack. That same night, she wakes up, but she discovers that her knife is missing from beside her, and all the doors in the apartment are open. She grabs her phone to try to call someone for help, and at that moment, she finds a room in the house full of pictures of a girl with burns. When she enters the room, the killer attacks her, electrocutes her, and pours gasoline on her. However, she manages to knock to the floor before he can burn her. At that moment, Alex arrives at the house, so the killer quickly escapes, and Makani collapses, realizing that the Ollie is the killer. She reports him to the police, who arrest him. After a while, she wakes up in the hospital and tells her friends her secret, revealing that her real name is Turborn Harold, and she is not from this area. She was previously accused of burning her classmate Jasmine at her old school and went to prison for a while because of it. This happened because Jasmine once kidnapped Makani at the beach, bullied and tortured her, and at that time, they were lighting a fire. Makani pushed Jasmine against her will during a fight, and Jasmine fell into the fire, burning half her face. After Makani was released from prison, she moved to another city and changed her name to Makani. She did all this because she didn't want anyone to know what happened to her and wanted to start a new life away from her past. After a few days, Makani was in front of the school waiting for Alex to come and take her in the car. Then Ollie appears and the police released him out because there is no evidence to prove that he is the killer. So she became scared and ran away from him and entered the school, and she tries to call the police. But at that moment, she meets Caleb in the school hall and is happy to find someone with her to save her. But the killer appears behind Caleb, stabs him with the knife, and leaves it in Makani's hand to frame her for his murder. Makani stands there shocked by what happened, until Ollie comes from behind and reassures her. So, the killer is someone other than Ollie, and Caleb is still alive, so they rush him to the hospital. At the same time, Zach's father holds a party because he bought a new farm. Makani and her friends rush to the festival because Zach is there with his father, and they want to reach him before anything happens. The killer appears at the festival, pouring gasoline everywhere on the farm and setting it on fire. When Makani and her friends arrive, they drive into the farm through the fire, searching for Zach. Makani takes a knife with her, and Ollie has a taser to defend himself. They look for Zach until they see the killer in front of them, killing Zach's father. Suddenly, the killer removes his mask, and it turns out to be Zach. Ollie tries to tase him, but the taser doesn't work. Zach attacks him and stabs him in the stomach, and he falls to the ground. Makani is shocked at her friend and can't believe what's happening. Zach confesses to her that he killed all those people because they bullied him and didn't like him just because his father is rich, even though it's something he has no control over. He told her he did this to expose all their secrets and show people that each one of them is a hypocrite and not as perfect as they pretend to be. Then Zach tries to kill Makani too, but at that moment, Ollie wakes up and tases him. Makani uses the opportunity to stab Zach with a knife, killing him. After some time, we see the students at their graduation party, and it's clear that each of them got into the university they wanted and are at peace after facing the fears they were running from. The movie ends there. If you liked today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive all new updates. See you in the next video.